Hello, it's Monica from Crafting with Quilling, and I hope you have absolutely fabulous day. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create this shaped camera card using a free SVG file from Craft with Sarah. For my project, I decided to use just two colors, so I'm going to start with a purple. And I also added two holes on the left hand side. So later on, I can actually add some rings to create my card because I'm not going to stick the pieces together. I'm going to use some rings that I'm going to show you later on. So with the white layer, it actually goes perfectly where the holes are. So if you have a Cricut or Scan and Cut machine, you can use the software to actually adjust your projects, which I think is really cool. And what's really good about any SVG file, you can make it as small or as big as you want. And this card I created for a person who was leaving the job, and that person was teaching photography. So I thought I really need to create something with that camera shape. Do you think that was a good idea? So as you can see, I'm burnishing on the other side where I put the glue. So this way I'll make sure all the panels will be adhered forever. Now I'm going to use the top layer, and this is so intricate. I absolutely love it. As I told you, this SVG file is free from Craft with Sarah, and in the description down below, I will leave the link to it so you can check it out. It actually has even more layers, but today I decided to change some of them slightly to personalize my project, but also I'm not going to use every single of it. And that's what's really good about any SVG file. First of all, you can resize them, then you can personalize them, and you don't need to use every single layer. So as you can see, I'm using my liquid glue because that will give me time to maneuver the elements, especially with those intricate elements. And I think this is just so cool. So what do you think about this so far? Do you like it? I really hope you do. Have you ever created a project with camera shape? If you haven't, maybe today is the day. So now it will be time to add some more elements at the front, and I'm going to start with the white circle. Then I personalize that shutter on the camera, and I put AHS will miss you. And as you can see, O is a little bit missing with an element. A was super tiny, so I couldn't actually put that element inside A letter, but I think it is fine in the end. So now it will be time to assemble those here. And to be honest, this project was pretty quick to make. And I knew that there will be many people to sign this card. So what I did actually, I created lots of white elements that you're going to see, which is exactly the same size as the purple I use for my background panel. And this way you can add as many layers as you want, or pages I should say. And many people can leave very nice messages. So now it will be time to add that tiny element for letter O just to finish it off. And yes, we can assemble the front panel on the card. And as you can see, this card has pretty good size as well. And as I told you, with SVG files, you can make them as big or as small you want. But this one, I really wanted to fit in a pretty small box. But you can make this camera even like 12 inches big, and that will be super cool. And recently, I also created this camera shape album with beautiful collection from Relatively Thoughtful. And I'm going to leave the link here at the top right corner, but also at the end of this video, so yes, you can check it out. Now it will be time to assemble the front panel on the card. And what do you think about it? Do you like it? If you want, you can also use some double-sided foam adhesive. However, I knew there will be plenty of people writing the messages inside, so I didn't want to add some bulk. Now it will be time to add white layer here so we can write the message. And as you can see, I've got the white holes here. So using my canvas workspace, I had to add those circles on the other side. So this way, when you have the mirror image, everything will match beautifully. So now, when this is ready, then we have to use the rings, and I got them from Amazon. They are pretty cheap, and they are very useful for variety of projects. So, if you want to get them, I left the link in the description down below. Also, for the white card, I'm using 300 DSM white multi-purpose card from Crafter's Companion, and the purple one comes from Hobbycraft, and this one is from the Rainbow Wrench. I really like it, and if you want, I will leave the link in the description down below. So as you can see, those rings are pretty big, and what's really good about them, they actually can hold quite a lot of pages. So if you ever create an album, I think that would be the way to go. So this is super easy to create, and as I told you, at this point you can decide how many pages do you want to add for your project. I added quite a few because there were quite a few classes in the school to write the messages, so I thought that would be a good idea. Have you ever created a shaped card for someone who was leaving your job? Please let me know in the comments down below. And also, have you ever created a card for someone who was leaving and actually starting a new adventure? If you have, please let me know what color palette did you use or what shape. So that's the finished project. What do you think about it? Do you like it? Please let me know in the comments down below. I think those projects are super cool. Not only there are shaped elements, but there is plenty of space to write your message, and I'm pretty sure it will put the smile on the recipient's face. And if you do like cameras, check that SVG file from Craft with Sarah. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't seen my video from yesterday with multi-stepper card, I'm going to leave the link at the moment so you can check it out. And here you can also see the other album I created using that SVG file. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell. Have a wonderful week and happy crafting!